you for joining. And as you guys see, I am just finishing work and I'm on my way home. And you can see the topic for tonight, mastering the art of saying no to our kids. So welcome to my live once again, and I need you guys input in the topic for tonight, mastering the art of saying no to our kids. And sometimes, when it's hard to say no sometimes, but depends on situation. Sometimes we have to say no because sometimes the time when they're asking for something, we're in a difficult spot. And I feel that not every time a parent should always say, yes to a kid. Sometimes children just say, ask for stuff because they know that their parents is gonna give it to him or her, and sometimes whatever they're asking for is not really needed. So once again, thank you for joining and welcome to my live, and just give me your input of the topic, you know. So I see one person. Thank you for joining. Welcome to my live. I do appreciate it. So I just need you guys feedback and your input on tonight's topic. So thank you for joining me, guys. I'm late tonight. I'm not home. I'm obviously just heading home from work. So thank you for joining me. So I just want you guys to just give me an input. Yes, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, guys. I do appreciate. Hi, Louisa. Hi, thank you for joining. Louisa, you see the thumbnail and you see the title of tonight's topic. So I just need you guys feedback because sometimes, as I was saying earlier when I just start the live, sometimes we as parents, we tend to always say yes to when our children asked us for something, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, because what if they always asked us for something and we keep giving it to them, and there's a point when we cannot give them? That's another situation, because I've encountered this a lot, not with my own kids, but with other children, even at the mall and stuff. So I want you guys to give me your feedback on this and let me know what you guys think, because it's not always as parents we should say yes to our kids. Sometimes it turn out good and sometimes it turn out bad, because we always say yes and the day we say no and they really want it at that time, then it can turn into a different thing. So welcome to my live. I see Bazar, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining my live. Red Room, thank you. The importance of sticking with your no with kids. So let me pin it, Louisa. Yes, that's it. So guys, I need you to give me your feedback as parents. What do you think? Because we can't always say yes. We can when it's necessary, but sometimes, for instance, you go to the mall and you have your children with you and they see something that they don't need and they ask for it, and you said no at the moment, and it brings on tantrum, it brings on even disrespect. So I need you guys feedback on this one. Hi, Red Room. Hi, Louisa said I didn't know. Let me go check and join the other account. Okay, Louisa, thank you. So guys, let me know what you think about the importance of sticking with your no with your kids. Is it a bad idea or a good idea? I think it's a good idea, because we cannot say yes all the time, and we see sometimes in situation where we keep giving the kids everything they want, and then we fall into a tight spot and they asked us for something and we didn't give them, and it turned into a total disrespect, name calling, slamming the doors, screaming in the mall, sitting, rolling, and these things is very, embarrassing to any parent at all. um Good night, Jemmy. Hi, Hope. Good night. Red Room says sometimes you have to say no, facts. Yes, sometimes you have to say no, because what if at one point when they asked us and we are not in the position, to give it to them, what's gonna be the after effect? And we see this all the time. Sometimes they say, oh, you don't love me, or they different, it turn into a different thing. And that's why it's important sometimes for us to say no to our children. It's very, very important. I grew my kids in a way that, if they ask me for something and I said no, the answer is okay, mommy, I understand. And I love that about my children. They will say, okay, mommy, I understand, whenever. So because I don't always say yes when they ask me for stuff. Good night, Jimmy. By Hope. All right. Louisa say, I think that as much as parents is saying no, that means you are sure the child doesn't need that now. So stuck with the no, so they don't think that they will always get what they want. Exactly. And Louisa says, and that is also needed in life also. You should be ready to be told no and be fine with it. Exactly. If a child behave bad in public due to not getting what they ask for, then a real discussion is needed about wants and need. And I agree with you with that. But in today's special society, I see where children are so demanding, once I was in the mall and a mom was buying a school shoes for her daughter, and she was just, going where her pocket could reach, and she was like 14, and she definitely tell her mom, she said to her exact words, who are you buying that for? I don't need that. My friends don't wear that in school. And the mom looked at her and said, okay. So that's right there. It's a bad attitude, because the day when the mom can't afford it, what could happen? There's a million and one thing can happen when, the day we say no to our children, they will go find it where they can get it, because they always, accustomed to the answer yes and give it to them. Red Room say, Louisa say, and that is okay, yeah. And Red say, if a child behave bad in public due to not getting what they asked for, yeah, I read that already. Louisa say, in fact, we should also teach them to learn to say no, which is true. Red Room say disrespectful, and Red Room say but true. So this is what ruining a lot of young generation coming up, because they used to the fact of getting things, and there's a point in their life where parents can't afford to give them the stuff, and they turn to different things. They turn to gang, they turn to stealing, they turn to all different things, which are why we see it happening in this day and age. And these are the things that we have to bend the chi while it's young. When a child or children is young and they ask for something, should be no. Not because they ask, it doesn't necessarily mean they need it. As a parent, we know what our children need from what they want. And sometimes parents has to be blamed for these things that happening to our children in this generation, because they did not bend the chi, while it was young, by sticking to your no. And always, even you can afford it, just say no, because you want to grow a proper child. You don't want a child where when they cannot get something, they start to think out of the box, and then they start to rob, and then the police get involved, or we have to bury our children because they take the wrong turn. Louisa say always, Gibbs say Louisa always on point. Hi, Red. Yes, Gibbs say Louisa always on point. Red Room say agreed. Young Blood, Job Cake, Roadhouse, whatever it is, welcome to my life. So yes, guys, it's not always, we should always give. Even my kids are big and they ask me for something, I will have the money when they ask me, but I will say that no, and they will say, okay, mommy, whenever me understand, because I don't want to chain them that way. They already have that embedded in them from a tender age, and now they are grown and they ask me for something. I always say, you need to find a job. If you have a job, find a better job. Those are the kind of things, because I can't always, gonna come to your knees. And if I continue doing that while you're an adult, you're gonna get old and thinking it's okay to always run to your parents and don't want to stick on your 2 feet, to be a man or to be a woman. Let's see. Hey, at Louisa. Right? So I just feel that it's not always right to say no as a to say yes to our kids as a parent. No should be a no, and sometimes parents definitely mean a no, but when there's sometimes some of these children, they turn into a different thing when they hear no, and they start disrespecting, and then the parents cannot manage that child, and then she has to turn around and give it to that child, and there is where we as parents go wrong. From we said no, we should stick to no. Doesn't matter if you want to show tantrum, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they has to stop. And sometimes we as parents, we are the ones, sometimes we spoil our children, and it shouldn't be, because look at society today, a lot of our kids are turning into, what we never dream of. So as parents, we should stick to no. When we say no, no should be no. Gibbs say absolutely by Brooklyn Barn, and Louisa say Gibbs at Zulu is here. Oh, welcome Gibbs, and Louisa say thank you Gibbs. Brooklyn say Reds. Yes guys, so our no should be no. And for parents who have small children, especially below 5, try to embed that in them, even if it's a candy and you as a parent feel that they shouldn't have the candy now because you're protecting their teeth and these things and their health, and you said no. Whether they throw tantrum, you should stick to no, and you should put him or her, sit down and let them know, okay, I am your mama, I am your dad, I say no, and no is no. That child has to stop. And if you continue to do that, there's a point when you said no, they're not gonna retaliate, because no is no. Right? So that's the importance of sticking to the no, with your kids. Very, very, very important, guys. Try not to, even though we love them, try our best, not to embed that thing into them, like always have to be yes. When you said no, you don't mean no. So we as parents, our upcoming parents, our young parents, try not to instill that in your children. Let them know, and let children learn to accept what you give them. Let them not come and tell you, my friend have this, or my classmate have this. You have to let them know, this is what I can afford, and this is what I'm gonna give to you, and this is what you have to wear. Hi Sandy, thank you for joining. Welcome to my live. Thank you so much. Welcome to my live. Right? So any young parent and here, upcoming parent, we should stick to the no when we say to our children that you can't have this, because no is definitely a no. So let me know you guys' feedback. I seems like there's not too many parents here. Maybe Louisa, I think Reds. There's not too many parents on the live, but this live will definitely go out there to the right ears. And I just want parents to know to take a stock of how they, react to their children, our child. When they say no, they should stick to the no, because no is no. For me, no is no. And even in the outer world, when somebody asks you for something, you cannot scared to say no, whether they want to matter or not, because we are not gonna put ourselves out of the way to make someone comfortable because you want to say yes, when you know definitely that answer should have been a no. For me, once I said no is no. Because if somebody asks me for something and I said no, not right now, you cannot pressure me to give you. It's the same with a child. When your kid asks for something and you say not right now, whether they throw tantrum, as I said it before, or they start to react, you as a parent supposed to let them understand that your no is no, and it doesn't matter what they do or say, the no will stand. We don't want to grow monsters into the society, as we see a lot of children who get out of hand and do things is because they were spoiled by their parents, and parents, allow them to get away with a lot of things. And when they get older, when you try to, break them out of that attitude, it's very hard and it turns into other thing. We don't want to, have this kind of generation to come. We want to have good children, good grandchildren, in the next generation to come, so they can teach their children and their children, and so on. Bless up, BB. Brooklyn said then they will expect it all the time regardless. Exactly, and that's why we have to break it out. I see little children in the dollar store, not even 3, can't even walk properly and picking up so many different candies. And when the parents trying to put it back, the child start with bad behavior, and the parents say, okay, and take it up. And sometimes, it really, in my mind, I'm like, do they really know what they are doing? Give this child another 5-6 years, they cannot handle that child. So that's why it's important to, stop it at an early age, so that when they get a little bit older, even when they go to school, some children asking for specific amount of money, putting parents in a spot, and it shouldn't be like that. Red Room says, still watching, guy, just tied up with other phone. It's okay, thank you for joining. So we can't encourage such as parents. We have to stick to the no. We have to just stick to the no if we want to grow good kids. Because when they start high school, it's gonna be a bigger demand. Okay, now they are babies, they are younger children, say they are in preschool or primary school, and they're doing this. When they start high school, what's gonna happen? You don't have the money to buy the name brand. You don't have the money to give the specific hairstyle. You can't afford that phone. Then where are they going to go to get it? Then they start to come home with these things. You're going to question them, and they're going to give you attitude. And we don't want that for our children. Hope said, children having children say they don't understand about parenting. That's another thing. That's another thing again. I see where even babies will try to pull something in the home, and the parents will leave that, and they throw tantrum, and you leave them, and tomorrow you hear that the TV is broken or something in the house is broken because that same child, go and break something or pull something. We have to discipline them from a very young age. Discipline is the key. If we don't discipline them, then we have to go to the courthouse, to pay money. We have to find lawyer and all these things. And maybe, worst case scenario, we have to bury them. And that's not what any parent wants for their children. So to avoid all these things in the future, we have to train them the right way, that when we say no, we should stick to the no and let them understand. Because a child is not an adult. And we as parents, you're 4, you're 5. And we telling you no, and you fighting us back by saying, I want it, and then you let that child get away with it. We ourselves has to be blamed, because we are growing monsters in the future, and it's very bad. Education above anything. You can spoil your kids, but make sure they are doing their thing education wise, so it can be rewarded. That's another thing. Some of these children who wants the brand name, they don't study their book, and that's another valid point. They don't study their book, and the parents want to give them the best to go to school, which every parents want to, but these are the children who demand things. They demand, I want this, I want that, but you're not even working for that in terms of education wise, as you just said. So parents are parents to be pleased. When you said no to your children, especially if you have a toddler coming up, no is no. It's okay to give them a little tap on the hand. In North America, they say don't tap them, but I know Caribbean parents, trust me, they will buy a wooden spoon and tap them on the buttocks. Yeah. So you have to bend the tree while it's young. Let us say no, and the no should be no for our children. Don't let them, feel like they are the mom or they are the dad. We are the parent, and they are the child, and they has to, take that place as a child. You cannot let a toddler or a young child overthrow you as you're a parent, and then in the end it's embarrassing. I see children embarrass parents in the worst way in the public, screaming, I want it, I have to get it. Even dirty words they will say at their parents. Parents embarrass and have to give it to them. And that's how they were trained from home, and they brought that attitude outside to embarrass their parents. Brooklyn Barnes say facts. Yes, that's how they train them from home. They train them like that, and then when they come outside, they embarrass them in public. And it shouldn't be, should have cut from a tender age. From a child start to say 1, 2 words, and they understand, different things like cup, spoon, bring the phone. From that time, you have to break them in with the right attitude of life, so that you, the parents, will not be embarrassed, and that child will grow with a lot of principle. That child will be respected in school or anywhere that child go. Everyone will have something good to say about that child, because at the end of the day, it comes down to attitude and good moral. When you get your child report from school, you hear the teacher saying all these kind of things, and sometimes it comes from bad parenting skills. So whatever the child learn at home, you take it out in public, and it's bad, because it's gonna boil down back to the parents, because when the report comes out, the teacher's gonna address it to the parent to say, Tom, Dick, Harry has to do better. And again, it comes down to us, the parent. If we do the right thing when the kids are very young, and break them into the right attitude, so they can come good men and women in society, they will do the right thing. And it starts with us as parents. We have to first set the foundation for our children to follow. And there's a lot of children out there who accept no for no. Some children are so scared of their parents that if their friend call them to come over and they are home alone, they will say, I cannot leave, I have to ask my mom or my dad. And that is good parenting skill. On the other hand, there are some kids will leave the house and don't tell their parents where they are going, because that's the way they were brought up by that set parents, and it's very bad. So we as parents, we have to, let our kids know when we say no, we mean no. And sometimes they don't even need the stuff that they're asking for. Sometimes they see their peers with something, or they see their cousin with something, anybody they see with something, or they just see it on the TV, and then they just feel like they're entitled to get it. And that's where they start to ask. And when parents say no, it turn into a different scenario, turn out ugly. I remember there's a story where, I don't know, I grew to hear it, when the gentleman went to prison for stealing, I think. And he called the mom, said, let I tell you something. And when he go, he bit her on the ears and said, if you did teach me the right thing or correct me when I was wrong, I would not be here. The moral of the story is we have to teach our children from a tender age. Doesn't matter how old they are. From a baby, toddler coming up, you have to tell them. And parents can speak to their children from in their tummy. I was having a conversation with my husband, and he brought that to me, and that was a brilliant idea. You have to start training them from the womb. I know people who talk to the kids, read books while they're in their tummy. And my husband make a valid point, say, to bring good children and in this society, you have to start training them from the womb. Hope say true talk, Brooklyn say yes. So we as parents, we have to just, do the right thing as parents. If we want to have good children, if we want to be proud of our children when they in primary school, and you want to hear good things about them, the moral of the story is it starts from home, and it starts from us parents. Parents are the first everything for their children. Their first teacher, their first lawyer, their first doctor, their first everything. Everything begins at home before they venture into the wider world, and it starts with us as parents. Hi, Uchi. Hi, Jemmy. Uchi say hi, Jemmy. Thank you so much for today. I really appreciate. May God replenish you. Thank you. You're welcome. That is nothing. That is what, we together as a community, and when one person strive, we are not in body or person to go out and eat. So we have to show the love the other way around, and I don't have a problem doing that, and you are so welcome. Uchi say hi everyone. Uchi say Agolo, and hi Sandy. Uchi, I was saying, I thought you see the title or the thumbnail, the importance of sticking with with your kids. I was saying that sometimes parents, break their children bad, because when they ask for something and the parents say no, after a while they still go back and give it to that child, and that child or children grow with that attitude, like they are entitled every time to something that they ask for, and sometimes parents doesn't always necessarily have it to give to them. So we should, as parents, we should stick to the no, because we want to have good children of today. Sometimes you take your kids to the playground and it's time for you to take them home, to give them a bath and give them something to eat, and they're telling you, the parents no, and the parents, they're like they're lost, can't move, because these children start to tantrum and they start to retaliate, and again it boils on from the way we teach them from back home before they come into the wider world. Some children will go to school and they start crying the first day, right? And some children will go to school and they will be so happy to run into the classroom, because parents start teaching them, from home, going to school, start to have them engaged with teaching them from home. So when they hear about school, they will want to go outside, because they already start that from home. As I say, parents, we are the first everything for our children. So please don't grow our children to be, a burden or a monster to society, where, people gonna look down and say the parents, because most time when a child do something out there, even me say it, is what they learn from home, and the parents didn't train them right. Sometimes still, 10% maybe parents will teach their children the right thing, but when they start to entangle with different peers in school, they start to learn something different, and there again where parenting skill come in, to teach them that you should be a leader and not a follower.
Some about peer pressure.
And teach them about peer pressure. Exactly. Louisa says, hi Uchi. Louisa say, amen. Oh, Annabelle say, parenting is a whole lot of, it is a whole lot of work. If you want to, I become a mom early, and I try my best. My kids are not the best in the world, but they are good kids, so, because nobody is perfect. It's a very tough job for real. It's hard, especially, if they're coming from a separate home, where parents are separated, they are coming from a single parent home, because sometimes some parents get pregnant and no father to be found. And sometimes some parents grow their children alone, a single mother, and they come out to be awesome children. Very awesome. They do everything right. As a single parent, I see it all the time on the internet, where mothers say, it's me alone, no father, and these children come to go to university and turn out to be good human being in society. And again, it starts from home. So let's not let our children, keep us in a corner, like, we are not to be heard as a parent, but they as a child, their voice should be heard. We shouldn't do that, because we are growing, monsters of society today. Trust me. I know back home, I remember a lady, she was the first person to make her son go to prison, because she was doing a business and the son keeps stealing her money. Her son name was Tomato, and he keeps stealing the mom business money. And one day she caught him stealing the money, and she took him to the police station, and he went to prison. The whole neighborhood was saying why, but she said, if I don't stop him now, I might bury him, or he might steal from the wrong person. And now I grow older and I have kids, I understand what his mom meant when she did that. Uchi say hi Brooklyn, Uchi say hi Annabelle, and Brooklyn say hi Uchi. So, we as parents, we should teach our children the right way. No is no. And let they accept what we give them. Because most of the time we give them what we can afford. And sometimes parents can afford, but they don't want to teach the children bad that give them everything in brand name. And then at the day when, the parents decide to say, okay, today I'm not doing it, then it turns to a different thing. Let us grow, good men and women of today's society. Don't let us grow children that we will have to be crying or we have to go to the morgue to identify their body because they make wrong choices because we didn't teach them the right thing. Let's be a role model for our children. Don't let our children say, I want to be like this person. No, you should be yourself, and we as parents should teach them to be their self and accept who they are. Some children don't want to accept, their background and where they come from, and they want to be a whole total different thing. And these are when we're supposed to teach our children those morals, our background, our culture. This is where we come from, so they can understand the situation, of life. So when they get older, they can go back down memory lane and say, well, I am this way because this is my culture and this is the way I grew, and I can't depart from it. We have to instill these things into our children. Red Room says so true. Yes, we have to instill, good values in our children. It feels good, when your child or your kids going to school, and when you go for parent meeting, you hear good things about your child or your children from the teacher. You feel good, and that will push you to even, work more on them. Because sometimes children just want little love and a little push. Sometimes they don't ask so much, they just need love and a little push. And we should not label our kids. Some parents will call their kids name and say, you are not going to come to anything. We should not label our kids, in society. Because, what we put out is what we gain in the end. So we should not label them at all. We should instill good things. You are great. You're going to be somebody good one day. You're going to be successful. I see greatness in you. These are the things. You're going to make it. You're going to be a winner. It doesn't matter in what way you're going to be a winner. You could be a winner in a car doing carpentry. You could be a winner driving a bus. It doesn't matter, because everybody is a winner in their own league. Because I could be living in a mansion, you could be living in a small cardboard box, but deep inside I am not happy and you are happy. Red Room say, knowing who you are and knowledge of self and your culture is great motivation. Annabelle say, as a young lady, I thought that bringing up a child was no big deal until I start raising children. Uchi say, exactly. Annabelle, it not easy, oh. It not easy. Sometimes you want to give them bath. They watching the TV. You want to make sure they eat. They don't want to eat on time and all these kind of things. And you the parents want them to eat. When you look, they don't eat. They're watching the TV. Which are why some children, you say, turn off that device and come let me give you bath. They turn off that so fast. Another parent, the child now move, and sometimes the child end up not getting a bath to go to bed. Why? Because the parents, tell themselves that they cannot do it, and letting the child feel like they are in control. Good evening, my Jemmy. Hi, KSL. Welcome to my life. Thank you for joining. Uchi say exactly. Uchi say hi, Rich. So we as parents, we have to do the right thing. The right thing, especially young parents who's coming up. You can read books, you can do research online. When you're pregnant, if you're a first-time parent, if you have it, you should go to parenting class. These kind of things. I love to see when young couple go to parenting class. That means that they want their children to grow well in society. Sometimes children are bullied because we as parents don't teach them to accept who they are. Here we go again. And then when people start bully them, they fall for the bullying. But if we teach them from home and they start to get bullied, they will tell you, okay, you can't tell me this is who I am, you can't change me and you can't make me feel bad because okay, for instance, I'm an African background, my parents are African, so I'm black and I'm proud. If we teach them these things, bullyism will be less in society for sure. And we don't teach our kids that. You tell them you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're nice, you're cute. Tell them these things. So when they go outside and somebody want to label them with a different name, they will not answer to that. And that person will be shocked to say, well, she accept themselves, so who am I to label them? Uchi say KSL and Red Room say Uchi and KSL. Uchi say thank you KSL, I appreciate you today. And KSL say good evening Red Room. Yes guys. So when coming to parenting, we should, learn the importance of saying no and stick to the no. Yeah, we love our children and sometimes it depends on what they ask. So if they say, can I have some more juice? Yes. Can I have some more food? Yes. Those are the necessary things. But coming to you and asking for things that's not necessary, like when you go outside to the mall, you pick up a toy from the dollar store. When you reach home, the toy gonna go in the garbage. You have a lot of toy home, and when you hear no, you start, with attitude outside. Food, yes, because some children, they have big appetite and they can eat a lot. But otherwise to that, apart from food, we should always say no when we want to say no to our children. We cannot scared to say no to them at all. Some children take their parents' phone, and when a call come in, they keep declining the call. And when the parents want the phone, the child don't want to give the phone, and the parents have to leave the child with the phone. No, that is bad parenting skill. It's not right. Bad parenting skill. Okay, you are welcome, my Uchi by KSL. Yes, guys, very bad parenting skill. We can't let our children, control us. We are the parent and we set the rules. They can do whatever they want when they are adults. And if they want to teach their children that way, well, it's up to them. But we as parents, once they are under our roof and we are providing for them, they should accept our no at all times, and we shouldn't be compromising with them because we don't want them to act a certain way. They has to act that way because my no is gonna be a no and a steady no. Parenting is not easy. You need to set the rules. Exactly, which is very hard. You need to set the rules. It's not easy, but you need to set the rules because if you start to, I see babies when they're young and they're doing something and the parents go and shout and say, leave it. You see how fast it jump and crawl and go back. And if you start doing that, that child will not go back to that place the third time to trouble it. Because once he's thinking of going there, he will remember that my mom slapped my hand or she yells at me. So it's training. Proper training, you get good children. It's like grooming a dog. When you train your dog properly, the dog understand every assignment. It's the same thing like children, like human being. Once we groom them the right way, they will come out good human beings. Some parents have a girl child and a man come look at them at early age and they will say, oh, you love me daughter, you have money. What are you teaching that young lady? Now you're teaching her that anybody come with money, it's okay to go with them, and it's wrong. Bad parenting again. You have some parents who will have their daughter knowing that their daughter have someone, and because that someone don't have enough funds and somebody else come, she will encourage the daughter to sneak behind her partner back to go because of money. Bad parenting, because sometimes they lost their lives and you are the ones to be blamed. Hello Uchi boy, Cook with Sandy. Hello Kenny. Uchi said, Annabelle say even Madeline is also a good way to raise children. Yes. Hi Sandy, but Louisa said, we are the parents and we have to set the rules. That deep, Jemmy. Louisa, I'm telling you. We, the parents, have to blame for our children downfall in society. It doesn't matter what nobody tell me. Parents, sometimes you have some children know right from wrong, and parents will try to embed bad things in them, and they won't do it. I am an example, you know. I am a living example, because my mom not used to talk to my, ex-husband, the children father, and someone came to her business place because he has money. She's telling me, oh, he's from the UK. I don't care where he's from. I had somebody. And because I'm a strong-headed person, I know that was wrong. So bad parenting skill. Sometimes parents has to be blamed every time for these things, 99% of the time. Casey, I say, Reds, I connect to your channel. Louisa say, what do you think about parents that give birth to a child and they neglect what they are supposed to do at the early stage, seeing the child will grow out? No, there's no growing out. Bend the tree while it's young. It's just like we have a sickness, God forbid. And if the doctor detects it early, it can save the life. Just listen to that, right? If I'm sick, example, and the doctor find out whatever sickness, then he can save me. He can do emergency surgery. But if I left it to go bad, when the whatever it is turned bad, and then the doctor said there's nothing I can do, it's the same thing like training a child. You have to bend the tree while it's young. Nothing is about, you're gonna grow it out. Nothing's like that. No, it's just like any other thing. You drive your car, and the thing come on the dashboard telling you, it's time to change your brakes, and you ignore that call. Then you drive it without changing your brakes, and then you lose control and you cause an accident. It costs you more than the brakes. So if the brakes were 400 a pair, then you cause an accident. Maybe you hit somebody else's car. So many things gonna happen. You have to fix your car, you have to fix the person cars, and then insurance is gonna go up on you. So if we avoid it, while it's young and it can be avoidable, we should avoid it. Nothing is but wait till no, nothing is like that. The parents who do that, they know what they are doing, because they are about to grow a child, that they themselves later on would not accept their behavior. They will start to say, I mean, I know where you get it from. I mean, I know why you might behave so. I know me get it from. It get it from you, because you train that child that way. If you train that child the right way, that child would have never, ever gone down that road. Yeah. Exactly, Louisa. Hello, Louisa. By Casey, Louisa say, my question is, why did God give them to you? Take responsibility for making decision for them until they have come to the age to do so. Exactly my point. Lazy parenting skills. Some parents will sit down on the phone, out on the porch, talking with their friend, laughing, and the child will call them to their aid, to even to help with their homework. And you're saying, everybody, me wait me and come, because your friends or whatever you're doing is more important than attending to your child needs. Brooklyn said, true indeed. We as parents, we...
Take up your book.
True. You have some parents never know what the child book bag look like until when time to change the bag, September, to go to school. Some parents don't know what the inside the kid book bag, because they don't pick up the children with homework. They don't know what the child do in school. Some children bring home expel letter from school. You understand? And parents don't know. So when the child bring home the expel letter from school, the parents don't check the bag, the child don't tell the parent. And when you keep sending that kid to school every day, thinking that child is in class, the child is all over the mall, knockabout, till they start stealing in the candy store, and it turn into another thing. So parents have to take more responsibility. Trust me, we are to be blamed a lot of time. We have to be blamed a lot of time. Brooklyn said, true indeed. Uchi says, some will also be like, he's still a child, she's still a child, leave him or her, they will know better when they grow older. There's nothing like that. When a tree is young and you go and you just use your hand and you push that tree, right? It fall long and it break. Give that tree 5 or 6 years. Take that same hand, go push the tree, and tell me if your hand can push that tree. It's the same thing.
University pastor, the stupidness.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing, guys. We have to, just train our children, the right way, so when they get older, they can depart. We don't want to grow, children. And again, parents, just your children age appropriate, please. Don't let your child has to be choosing their clothes, especially young girls. It pain me to see some little children in belly breaker, batty rider, 5, 6 year old, just like adult because they like it and they choose it. No, because when you start to train them to dress that way, when they get older, it's too late. Then they will go on to dance on the pole. They start to dress and then they start to attract, the different kind of men out there, predators, different kind of monster, some will hurt them because we parents, we put our children out there at early age and we need to stop. I say we because I'm a parent too. We need to stop. Yeah. Brooklyn say, by then it's too late because the environment has gotten to them as well. Exactly. Beauty Ray Vlogs, welcome to my life. Thank you for joining. Exactly my point. Cook with Sandy, hello Beauty Ray Mama. Ochi say, yes, Brooklyn too late. We have to, let me tell you guys something. I live in this country over 20 years and I can tell you guys something. The young girls where you see going to school, they leave their parents' home. And they just age appropriate to go to school. But when school over, you meet them coming from the mall washroom, the restaurant washroom. They dress like somebody different. You don't even know if they're a child, a woman, a student. You can't detect them the way they dress. Now, you as a parent, you have these children. Some children, they steal. They go out there with guys. They get money. They buy stuff and they have it at home. You as a parent see that child dress and come out. You did not buy that thing. And you don't have the audacity as a parent to ask, John, where you get that? Jane, where you get that? You just let that slide. Bad parenting skill. How are you doing today? Beauty. Annabelle say, yeah, you are right. Beauty say, hey sis, big up, congratulations at Uchi. Yes, guys, we have to be, our children first, everything. You know how it hurt when I see, young parents have to be burying their son because it's due to, GUN violence. Because they didn't train that child or grow that child properly. So the child think, being a gangster or join the gang or go start to do bad things, follow bad company. Some parents have their children and they're outside 9-10 o'clock at night. Young children and their parents are home. The child come knock the door 10-11 o'clock. You open the door. Bad parenting skills. Bad parenting skill. When you have a child, the child not supposed to be in and out of your house like an adult. Once you live under my roof, if you're going somewhere, you have to let me know where you're going and whom you are going with. So if anything happen, I know where you are or who you are with. So I can say, okay, if I hear something happen down the road at this building and Jane and Finch, I know my son told me, Mommy, I gone to Jane and Wilson. So if I heard something at Jane and Finch, I don't have to worry because I know my son didn't go that direction. Parents supposed to know who company our children keep. Some children have friends and all they say, I'm going out with my friend. The parent don't know who the friend. It could be anybody. It could be an underage girl gone with an older guy. And that's why so many unwanted teenage pregnancy come into play because parents are very loose. Parents are very loose with their children. So many things are happening and, the children feel like they are on their own. Okay. Hi, Jamaican Queen Carl. Welcome to my life. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Parents has to. Some parents I'm not gonna lie, they are to be blamed. I see some children be saying some mean things. There are some things that funny you can post on social media. But there are some things that you cannot post, giving that child the upper hand that it's okay to continue whatever they are saying. Some things are laughable when a little baby says something. But sometimes some children say some things, and those are things not for the world to see. Because right then when you post that, we are already foresight the environment in your home where the children is living. Bad parenting, still grateful to my parents and how raised us. Yes, yes. Some parents do good job, by raising their children, instill value. You have some parents, their kids are all 35 and no children because they are not married, and that is what their parents instill in them. People say, oh, she's so old and she not married yet. Doesn't matter what people want to say. You know your value and you know what you want. So then you're waiting for the right appropriate time to meet your match person, because your parents already teach you these things and you grow with that, and that's what you are going by. Cookit Sandy say hello Jamaican Queen. And Brooklyn say absolutely. Carl say these times are so different. It's scary, but we have to, it can be scary as bad as if we train them from young. We have to train them from young. Even from in the belly. My husband said this to me maybe 2 days ago. We were reasoning, about the children and the whole and how they growing. And he said, babes, they have to start groom them from the belly, because if you don't, if you read to your children and if you read to them from in your stomach, they come out and they learn to read fast. It's the same thing. They are inside your tummy, and they come out to be human being doing the right thing. And if you start to talk to them and interact with them in your stomach, it's a good thing as well. I have a 2-year-old going to have to really talk to him when he gets older. Jamaican Queen, you have a little baby? No, sir. 2-year-old or 12, you mean? 2-year-old. Yeah. And you see, once he's 2 now, and you have to, when he asks you something or you see he's doing something, let your no be no. Because the minute you start to let him get away with things, there's a point you cannot say no to him at all. It's going to get out of control, especially in the public. So let our no be no. I got 400 subscriber journey. It's me, Asha. Hi, Asha. Thank you for joining. Welcome, and I'm happy that you did. Brooklyn say hi, Carl. Yeah, good pair. He has some children. They go to the mall and steal. I see it with my own 2 eyes. Nobody don't have to tell me. And I know these children don't live alone. What are those parents saying with those things? You know what? I'm going to tell you guys something, and it's so funny. I went to Fresco in the summer. I even tell my husband. So I came home early. I go to the grocery store to grab something. And I saw a lady. It's summer, so the grocery store is like 6 minutes walk. So I walked the shortcut. I saw a lady. She has a baby in a stroller, and she have like the little girl is like 9. She took that little girl into the Fresco, stealing snacks and packing her bag. The mother of the 9-year-old. That little girl is not more than 9.
Regular.
And yeah, it's a regular thing. And teaching the child to steal. So they take up a lot of snacks in the Fresco supermarket, pack it in the little girl bag, and when they reach outside, because I was watching them, the mother take it from the bag and put it into the stroller. What are you teaching this child? Now she start to steal, she's gonna start to go with boys sooner or later if she not start to say, because that's the example I'm seeing that the parents is setting for the child. And it was so sad. Very, very sad. KSL say, Carl say, no, sir, 2 years old, I started over my oldest is 20. Oh! No, sir, 2 years old, I started over my... Having a 6-year-old daughter, I am very protective of her, KSL. Hey, guys, great life. Dinner is served. Okay, enjoy dinner. Enjoy your dinner. And thank you for coming. Carl said, then they wonder why they are in the system early. Exactly. Exactly. Brooklyn said drug addiction is a big factor in case like that. Yes, that's another thing. But you teaching that 9-year-old little girl, and she's so chunky, and the mother is fat too. Sad to say the little girl has a big tummy in front of her too. So it's like all drunk, and she look like a single parent. I understand if you don't have it, but you the parent go steal. But you teaching the child to steal. Practice make perfect. One day I was coming from work and I went to a convenience store. And when I see the door is locked. I want to buy a lotto ticket. And then the owner, he came and he let me in. Then his wife said to me, I have to let in 2 by 2 because the school children going to the store and they're stealing out the man convenience store. They're stealing the juice. They're stealing the chocolate. And the guy said, when you look, his whole shelf empty. And he don't see when they stuck them in the back. So what he does, he let them in by the 2. But when I go, he let me in because he know I'm not going to steal anything. We have to train our children the right way. We have to train them and learn to know our children friends, learn to know who they hang out with, where they are going. I just see a story where, a young black American went to a birthday party, tell the mom, I'm going to birthday party with friends. They find him in the backyard dead, and nobody can tell the mother how her son died. It's sad. It's very sad. Now, if she knew the friends that, her son was hanging out with, when that situation happened, she could have go to them one-on-one and find out something. Somebody at least could have said something to her that could have lead her to why her son is dead. But she don't...
Unalive.
Why her son is unalive. She don't know who he hangs out with. She don't know where the party was. And then they find him without no breath in his body, and then she don't know how he gone to a cold stage, and it's so sad. I see it. I see it over TikTok. I feel so bad. She's crying. Such a handsome young man. I think he's 20. He's in university, and he came home for vacation, the break, and says he's gonna hang out with friends, and he's unalive. And nobody can not telling the mother how the child, loses 3 points. And she don't know the friends because she's saying, when people in the comments they ask the friend, she's saying, I don't know who the friends are. So it's important to know, who your kids hang out with. And parents, once your children are in your house and you're paying for that phone, randomly check your children's phone. I know what I'm saying. Randomly check your children's phone. You are paying that phone bill. There's nobody can tell me, say, you can't go in on my phone. No. Once you're underage and you hold a cell phone in my house, I'm checking that phone. I'm not hiding to check it. I would just come randomly to you and say, give me that phone. And check the phone, because so many things going on in these devices. Some parents will be shocked if they take their children's phone and check it. You will see all the porn in there. And you will see the things with the little child where you think is your baby. It's my 16-year-old daughter and my 15-year-old daughter. You will shock to see they have a sugar daddy in their phone doing the unthinkable. Sandy said, this generation is something else. What do you expect from these young parents with childhood trauma bringing kids to this world? It's a case of child raising a toddler. It's a circle. Talk truth. It's true. It's true. It's so sad. I don't believe in abortion. Period. Me say no to that. But you see some people we do those things. Me kind of understand where them a come from. Because we all make mistakes. You go and you get caught. Sometimes not intentional. It happen. You understand? And you get rid of. Me kind of understand them, God know the truth. I mean, I'm going to take back my word. Me understand them to a limit. Trust me. Greetings, TC Lifestyle Adventure. Welcome to my life. Thank you for joining. Guys, if you haven't connected to TC Lifestyle, please do so. Go over there and check his channel. and he has a nice baby over there, you guys will fall in love with that nice little baby girl. So if you are not connected to TC Lifestyle, he's on the road to 1K. Please do so, and he will do the same. Thank you for joining TC Lifestyle. Carl say, yes, you're telling the truth, Johnny. Yes. If you take our children's phone and go in that phone, you'll be shocked. They be talking to people on the internet, that they don't even know. Parents don't have time. Some parents, they let the gadget, the phone, and the tablet raise their children. How sad. Parents don't have time to teach their children to say their prayers. Go ask 10 children right now, randomly, say your Our Father praise. From their 5 and up, 5 to 10 years old, and they can't say it. Why? Parents don't have time to teach children their praise. I remember I was taught my prayers at 3 years old. Can't forget that. By my grandmother. And I couldn't say the words. My grandmother tell me, mumble till you can't say it. Me not forget it. Me not forget it. Go in on their phone and check the amount of corn we in there, and popcorn and candy. Everything in their phone. And parents, don't check children's phone. We have to check up on our children, please. Check up on them, be there first, everything. Guide them in the right direction. Don't scare to say no to our children. Let them understand that no is no, yea is yea. Once you say no, they should accept the fact that you as the parent, I said no and my no is no. End of discussion. I don't have to explain to you why I said no, and that's it. They wanna go on, they wanna slam the door, they wanna say whatever, they have to stop. And no children cannot live in my house as teenagers, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, and wanna disrespect me. You have to hit the highway like Jack. It doesn't matter what nobody wanna say, because from you start disrespect me, it's possible that you will put your hands on me at a later date. So before me other one has to go into the popo car, then I just escort you through the door, because since you can answer me back, you can be able to go work and put a roof over your head for yourself, because I'm not a parent who is going to take disrespect from any children at all. You start, I'm going to cut you off. So parents, we have to, learn to say no to our children, try our best, take one day out of our busy schedule, speak to our children, always remind them, when they go out into society, don't fall for peer pressure. Always be a leader and not a follower. 4 amazing people, 17 likes. I do appreciate you guys joining me, TCC agree. Okay. I do appreciate you guys joining me. I came late. I haven't even reached home yet. I'm sitting outside in the car talking to you guys, because if we go underground, because we live in a condo, it's gonna cut out. The signal is gonna go, and I don't want that. So I'm just sitting talking to you guys. So guys, as parents, let your children be children. Let them grow and enjoy their youthful. Stop forcing our kids or pressure them, at a young age to just a specific way. Let them be children. Let them enjoy their youth. Sometimes we push our children at a young age, and when you look, they start to grow into a different thing, because that's what we embedded into them, teaching them to dress inappropriately at a tender age. Then when they turn teenager, they start to walk with all the bottom jaw outside, cracked up, and nobody cannot talk to them, because that's how the parents start to teach them from they were young. Yes, you're telling the truth, the journey. You're welcome, sis. We appreciate you. Yes, thank you. Yes, parents, please. Boy children is very hard, to go it. I don't have a daughter, so I don't know. But I heard people with daughters, and I see people with daughters, and little girls are sneaky. Very sad to say. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it in my own family. They are sneaky and they lie a lot. Little girls are sneaky and they lie a lot. When you have a daughter, start broke her the right way when she young. You know, stop tell them, say, yeah, your body look big and you have shape. These are the things you start tell her that when she start get little chest now, she start push it up and she start act like a big grown woman because that's how parents make they feel at a tender age. Louisa say I'm here and a call. Always. You know? So we as parents, we have to do the right thing, train our children, brought them up the right way. You know, so in later down in life, we should be proud of them all the time because why we proud even they come and they achieve and they don't give us. We're gonna proud to see the child that we grow turn out to be somebody good in society. That's all I always ask my children. Just make me proud. You don't have, when you work, don't give me nothing. Look after yourself, save for your future. But just make me proud. That's all I'm asking. Yes, they are. I am glad I have 3 boys, but I watch them and they know I don't play with them. Yes, your children are sneaky, them lie bad. When you think they gone school or they gone practice or they gone with boys, I see it happen. And those are the parents who cover for their children big time. Because they make them and they don't even know who they make because that's the way they train them. You know, some parents teach children to lie because when somebody, they tell the children to tell this person, I'm not here, tell him this. You start to teach them to lie. So when you teach them to lie, they're going to lie to you too. What makes you an exception? No, you're the first person they're going to lie to. Yes, Sandy said, just make me proud. I felt that. Yes, that's all. I always tell my children, I don't want your money. Please, go out there, do your thing. Make me proud. Don't give me anything. I am okay. Once you make me proud, I am good. So when you're working and you start to set your goals and achieve them, I'm happy. If you say, my son this and my son that. Yeah, me not want anything from you. Just make me proud. Make me go to my grave in my older days, go happy knowing that my children are okay. I always say these exact words to them. I did to Sandy. Yeah, make me proud, that's all. Make me proud and we are good. That's it. Your money, whatever you... No, I don't want. Let me tell you guys something. My eldest son owned a car before me, right? And he was living with me. And I never asked him for a ride. Never. I never. Because I don't want him feel that he's entitled to drop mommy. You know, not thinking that I couldn't buy one. I buy one after. But when he buy his, I never used to take any money from him for rent. I said, save your money. He did. He saved his money. And one day he just drive in the parking, in the driveway. And he called me out. He said, Mommy. And me say, what this boy call me and me do 2 jobs, me tired. When me go out there, he say, you see how your son make you proud. Me cry, me feel good because he lives with me. He's working, you know. I never take $1 from him for rent, not one day. I say, if what I cook you don't want to eat, you buy your own food. Never one day take $1 from him for rent. Because I'm making the money, I can pay my bills myself. And he bought his first car off his own. As a teenager too. Right? So, and it made me proud, and that is something that, you know, every parent want, you know. Your children work, they save their little pittance, and then they come and they surprise you. They dash down a house key and say, Mommy, look, me just buy a small townhouse. These are the things that parents love to see their children achieve in life. Not being out there, you have to go find lawyer money, you know, bail money and all these things. You have to put up your house, you know, because your child make trouble and you don't want to see them go to prison. These are not the things we as parents want. So once we do the right thing and we teach them the right thing, you know, that is what you want. Again, my eldest son, you know, he had a friend, and that friend credit is very bad. And I always tell him, don't co-sign for nobody. Your credit is pretty, let it be. Even me, your mother asked you, don't do it. Because if I bad my credit example, why am I gonna make your credit good? And one day he called me, say, Mommy, I have a friend and she want me to co-sign for an apartment. And because I tell her no, she vexed. She said, I told her, my mother told me must not co-sign for nobody, because once you can't keep your credit, you cannot keep mine. And I only say this to say it's something that I instill in him as a young age, and he grew with that mentality. So if we as parents teach our children the right thing, they will grow, and with those things that we tell them, they will have it in their brain. They will grow with that mentality. Yeah, some children, you see their friends doing bad things and they walk away. They don't go because parents already tell them, if you're in a group with your peers and you see they're doing something that's not right, just say, excuse me, I'm coming back, and you walk away and you go. Because sometimes your child not the bad one, but because the company he or she keeps, once something happen, they're going to think all of them is involved, and that child is going to go down as well innocently. So these are the things that, we have to teach our children. We have to teach them the right thing. I am not perfect, and my mother treat me a specific way, but if I tell you, people, guys, you don't know me. Don't care how old my trainer them are, me still look after them. Doesn't matter. Me still look after them. It doesn't matter. Me say, come to me. Don't steal, or don't go ask nobody, or don't turn to, DRUGS or GUN. Don't turn to those things. Come to me. Even when me say me upset and say, but you're old enough, if you go find job, me still a do it. Jamaican Queen say you're a good mama. Yeah, me try my best, because me know they come from a broken home. So me try my uttermost best for them. My eldest live by himself. Him pay owner rent. Him drive top car. He have his own family. That's what I teach him, You have to, when you become a man, you have to do things when man do. So once you become a man, you have to own your own place and do your own thing and have your own job. He has 2 jobs and he's living his life. I don't ask him for anything because I don't need anything from him. When he was living with me, I never asked him, now make it worse. So once we train our children the right way, and we teach them the moral and the common values of life, it's hard to do the right thing and it's so easy to do the wrong thing. But if we take the time out to lay it out on the table like card and teach our children, let them know the consequences if they do this and what's gonna happen. You think they're gonna turn a deaf ears to what we are saying to them? No. I am Jamaican Queen. I tell my kids that today that didn't do them right, and I always tell them my doors are always open for anything. My husband treat them as his own, and we have a good relationship. Exactly my point. Exactly my point here now. My children, well, I don't know. They don't have a good relationship with their father, and I'm not the one to tell them. I always say to respect him, because whatever. But these children today, they have a mind of their own. You can't tell them, they will say, he didn't do me right, which is me, the mother. They keep saying that, Ma, he didn't do you right. So if he don't do you right, he not going to do you right either. So anything, who am I to tell them? But I always tell them, don't disrespect him because he already named your father. You understand? But we as parents, especially mothers, we try our best to make our children have the best of everything. Guys, I'm on here 1 hour and 13 minutes. I know tonight live is a little bit short. I appreciate the people who come. I have 3 people, 17 likes. I'm gonna go home now. I have a long day today, and Hubby himself has a very long day today. Last night we went home late as well. Last night, yes, because we went to the mall, right? We went to the mall, and then we go to the grocery store last night and we went home late, guys. today. I'm so exhausted. But you know, when you work for yourself, there's no cutoff time, because once things need to get done, you know, you're gonna make your money, you go and get it done at the end of the day. Only good salvation lasts forever. You can wake up tomorrow and 4 of your clients call you and say, you know, we can't afford your services anymore. So once I get it, I take it. Yes, Jamaican Queen says, go get rest, Journey. Yeah, I'm going home. When I reach to go underground, I'm gonna cut the live. I'm gonna go home and take a shower. I don't even know what's for dinner. And take a shower, and then I'm gonna do my streaming. But I appreciate the you guys who come out. You know, I know this live is gonna reach the right ears, you know, the right person, you know, and so that parents could, you know, refresh their memories, because there are good parents out there who really try. I am one of them. I really try for my children. I try, as old as they are, you know. I give them whatever they ask for, because I know they deserve it. Trust me. I know and I know what they went through at a younger age. So I try my best now they are older, you know, to try to. I cannot make up for the past, but I can only do better moving forward as a mother, you know, for my children. Jamaican Queen say pizza. Baby, you want pizza? Good idea. You want pizza? Jamaican Queen, where you put me into a joke, yeah? You want pizza, baby? Jamaican Queen, pizza it is. Wow, me just love you. Let me go get it. Jamaican Queen. Thank you so much. Pizza it is. Straight a pizza store. We are going to turn around and go. Hey, we say, babe, see we solve dinner. Jamaican Queen. Thank you so much. So we make a U-turn to go back to the pizza store, because first of all, even though me go home and shower one go in the kitchen, the husband that I have would say no, period. He will say no. There's things home that can eat, but it's not food kind that's ready to eat. And he work hard today, I work hard today. You know, my brains is exhausted. I have a homework to submit tomorrow. So many things, you know. Love is sweet. Sandy say, baby cook with Sandy say, love is sweet.
What is it?
Pizza Nova. Pizza Nova, baby. Yeah. He said dinner is dinner is solved. Yeah, because what am I gonna, last night we go to the grocery store, hubby pick up fruits and whatever. Almost $100 worth of stuff. And we didn't cook because we get home late again, and then tonight, what am I gonna do? So pizza it is. Look at this person. Wow.
Just car,
and this guy just drive out in front of me. That's why he can't mash up. So look him over there. Make me see how you make him see.
It's a woman.
It's a woman, look. He sail out in front of babes. Watch him. Yes, guys. So pizza it is. Jamaican Queen say you're welcome. Says please be safe on the road. Nobody have time to cook when you're tired. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And my husband is very understanding. You guys see, if I have to do a live and I'm late and he want food, he will cook.
Hello, good night.
Yes, guys. Thank you, Jemmy. Have a good evening.
Hello,
hi,
good night.
KSL.
Hello.
Is
You
this
are
pizza
welcome.
Nova?
Jamaican Queen Style says, see you look at that damn crazy driver. Pizza Nova. It's a 00. Hold on 1 second, guys. It's 00 at the end. 416 439. Oh, you call her and you should answer. Let me call from the other phone. Oh, yes, sir. Another kind number.
Well, thanks for calling.
Pizza Nova. Okay. I always call the 00 at the end. Yeah, that one. Yes, guys. My Sunday, one more day I got you. Whoa. Birthday queen. The birthday queen. See outside pretty and night. Cook with Sandy, say Kenny. I think we'll go there and just order in 10 minutes. Yes, guys, so
Thanks for calling Pizza Nova. Kathy speaking. I'm Mrs. Shim.
Good night. I like to place a order for a medium pizza.
Your phone number, please.
It's okay. I'll come to the
store.
store. I'm close by. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, guys, so we're gonna have pizza. Oh, the number. Yeah, Guys, look outside. Sandy, see your future home. With Sandy, cook with Sandy. See your future country. With Sandy there. 19 likes. 5 amazing people. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate you guys. You know, I am just here blushing. Love is a beautiful thing. It is. Huh?
Appreciate love.
Appreciate love. My husband say appreciate love. See him over there, Sandy. Sandy, you see him? See him over there. Oh my God, I want to be there. Yes, you must come Canada. Oh, you're going to love it. With that dainty body, you're going to turn head of summer. You should come. Place is beautiful. Yes, it's nice. Jamaican Queen, I love. Big up your hobby, the Jamaican Queen. Say big up, baby. Sandy say he smile. I saw, yes, he loves smile. Hope, smile. Yeah, love is a beautiful thing, especially when you understand. Nobody is perfect, but when you understand each other, it's a very, very good thing. Trust me. Understanding each other is a very good thing. Me nah go lie. You know? Like if me not cook, my husband nah go. Him know if me home, sometimes me take a day off. It depends how me feel. And he know if me home and me no cooking or something, no right. But once me home, me go ask, and I don't just go in the kitchen and cook anything and he not gonna eat. I ask him, I'm gonna cook this today. You will eat that? And he will say, yeah, go ahead. Me not just get up and go. If I do it, he go eat. But sometimes you wanna cook what they will feel for at the time. So you don't wanna cook and then your partner don't eat. Nobody don't want that. Nobody's not gonna feel good. You understand? Nobody is not gonna feel good at all. Who want pizza? Sit over there. Anybody want pizza? Take one. Who want pizza? Watch. Pizza over. That's nice and thoughtful, Jemmy. Thank you. Jamaica Sandy going to make the man them fall upon their face with beauty. Thanks for loving my mama and spoiling her silly. Yeah. Gone in there. Gone. We use one card today, Sunday. Can't bother. Gone inside. See one day, so Sunday. See that one day. But in WHITE. Send me a slice. It's nice. And we'll get wings to go with it. Okay. Sandy, see how the Canadian $100 them stay? I don't know if you can see it in the light. See how them stay? So how the $100 them stay. You see how they stay? Like paper, like plastic. Watch. Send me a slice. I would have definitely do that. He will come soon, Sandy. Canada nice. Anybody, here is a place you don't have to live when you come for vacation. It's very nice. It's nice. Doesn't matter what nobody say. Every country is hard. But you see, Canada, you can make it here. So, me not care what nobody wants to say. You can make it here. So cute. I love cute cash. Everybody. I hope he pocket me pick. Uno no laugh. I hope he pocket me pick. Don't laugh. Him pocket me pick. Cause me see money. So me pick pocket. That's a big bill. Wow. Very different from US $100. Yeah. And it feel like plastic. Like it got they're easy for rip. Like I have a Kate Spade purse and having a lot of my cards, right? And sometimes I don't really work with cash, but sometimes I go put a 2 bills in my purse because sometimes I might stop at the mall and now at the time I try not to use my card because many times me get scammed. The other day they scam me over $700 but the bank give me back. So me try not to use my card. And they will rip. The money will tear like plastic. Hope say, haha, my mom wants to visit Toronto next year, last year. Canada nice, Canada nice, Canada nice. Out of town we want to buy a house now. Leave Toronto and go further out because, you know, you go buy a house here for, say, 1 million, right? In a Toronto. And your mortgage go be like 6,000. And you go outside and buy the same size house for 650,000 and your mortgage at 3,500. So sometimes when you move out further, it's better. It's cheaper. It's like an hour and a half drive back to the city. A lot of people like city, but how be thinking about we buy house out of town. Because if you want to come to Toronto, we can always drive back. Wow, just like Washington State. Yeah, because it depends, you know. It depends. Toronto is expensive, especially Brampton. The famous Bindi Paya say that tell you Brampton is very, very expensive, you know. Even for rent, it's expensive. So no talk about mortgage. You know, it's expensive to live in a city. So hubby and I always talk about out of town. You buy that so?
I buy $5 scratch and win back $5.
Oh.
Buy a lot already.
Yeah, because it's cheaper out of state. And I think every country is the same. The further out you go, where it's not you know, too overpopulated, right? Too overpopulated, it's cheaper. And me and hubby been talking about this since last year. Maybe 2026 out of town we are go. I could be next year, nobody knows. Because you want to buy a house in Brampton for 1 mil and pay almost 7,000 mortgage, and you go out of town, we get it for 500 or 600 and pay 3,500. It's cheaper.
Bigger.
And where's the baby?
Bigger.
And bigger too. Yeah, bigger houses. Cheaper and bigger. Yeah. Sandy say, well, Sandy say it's late there. Pull over. Hey, Sandy. You know what Sandy I say? To me say, me pull over and he can't do the things. Yes. Sandy says late there. Pull over. You're too bad. It's true, my little tongue is cheaper compared to seat though. Yeah, it's the same thing everywhere. Everywhere is the same thing. Trust me. It's just the same thing. You know, it's cheaper when you go further out and the population has been sick. He check those things, you know. He go online and he check those things, you know. And he see. So he know. I don't really check those things. But he check those things. Case say houses are cheap here in Virginia, US. Oh, wow. You taught me and your last life you said so. Sandy. So the teacher Bobby last life. Guys, life is so beautiful, trust me. And when you have children, as I said earlier, if we teach them the moral of life, trust me. I don't easily give up in life. I fail, and if I fall, I rise again. I fall so many times in terms of situation, you know, and it didn't set me back. At the same time, I look at myself, even though I feel like disappointed, I said, you know what, my comeback is going to be bigger. I'm not going to let this set me back. You know, it's going to come back bigger. Just like, I don't know, Jamaican Queen, you know, Prudence. Somebody had Prudence, YouTube channel when she almost monetized and she has to start over. You know, like how Banta lose her channel, it could be disappointed. If I lose my channel, it's gonna be disappointed, God forbid. But I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna start one over again because it happened for a reason. And when you start over, you have an idea because you know where you failed and where you buck your toe. So you're not gonna walk back that street to buck your toe again. And you're not gonna make that decision for failure again. My next house will be on the waterfront. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so Jamaica Queen Journey, you see how you stream about family envy reach 1.2K. Very good. Yes. You know, these are things like, people have to talk about the things that they see happening. I have a lot of good content. I have to just find time. They're all in my phone. Everything that I'm saying, it's all listed in my phone. So every day me just choose one. And it's the facts of life, It's the reality. Because, we can't change the world, but we can be a change in our surrounding, in our home, in our society. We can be a change for someone, but we cannot change the world. I used to always say, if I can change the world, I will just do that in a twink of an eye. The kind of heart that I have. Yeah, everything starts from home, so true. I said, if I win millions, I always say, see my husband, I'm going to share. I'm going to go into different community in the Caribbean and bless people. If me can build 3 houses, this so, me build 3 houses. Once in land of yours, me fix it for you. These are the kind of heart that I have. And even me not rich, me just a make life, me can manage. And I still do for people. I still do for people. Because God has blessed me. Because I just feel, when you give, you don't give to receive. When I give, I don't give to get back money. When I give, I just always say, Father God, just bless me children them, please. Make them never lack. Make me not have to bury them and them bury me. These are the things that I ask God for when I do good for people. This is what I ask for. Songs beautiful, Kenny. Yes. Hope say, yes, Johnny, I saw the views. Congratulations. Thank you. Friday, I'm going to have a very, very good topic. And I'm going to be home early. So I'm going to start early. So I know now a lot of people sleeping. A lot of people busy. So I understand the whole situation. If I can save, if I can do a lot of things, I would too. I do a lot of things, not even saying it the world not to know. My husband would know. People will message me from home. I want to start a business. Help me. Sending the 300, the 400 to help them. Social media, no know. Me not post it. Them know. Me know. My husband know. Because I would tell him. My kids will know. Because me and them reason, and me go tell them, me say, anytime you see blessings that fall upon all you, are the good things that all your mother do. Because I have a clean heart. My heart clean like Jesus' police record. If I make rich by next year, KSL, I'm praying for you all to come visit. All expenses paid on me. KSL say, Louisa say, KSL, oh, Louisa say, we need to look for another name for you. Ugunu is not doing justice. Who KSL? A KSL name Ugunu? I saw? Louisa say, we go have party at the beach house. KSL chest high. I mean like that. Me just like that, in life, you have to set boundaries. You might not achieve your goals at set time. Most people who get rich, unless their parents die and leave money for them, is when they're rich in their 40s or 50s. Check it out. Most people, when they become rich, they start come rich in their 40s and 50s, unless their parents leave well for them. People now start to get rich like young. Hi, Jamaican Queen says, Hope say, haha, Jamaican Queen say, hi, Louisa. Quickly, Sandy say, Kennedy, Udugum silencer. Right, this is something new to me. This is real something new to me. You know, we just have to give God thanks every day. And for those of us who have children, you know, to ask God, you know, for the right, you know, direction, you know. Sandy, you see it? Ben's baby. Yeah. We just have to ask God for guidance, you know, and protection. I always pray for our children, you know. We have to pray for our children. Because we bring them into this world and they never asked to be here. And sometimes we met them and just left them like, you know, they have to bring themselves up. I know parents have children and children have to be taking care of children home. Then the house caught fire. And then you hear situation happens, you know. Yes, I saw it too. And the color, I always like that color. The gray color. There's a lot of that over here, but they come in Kia. You know, the gray color me always say me like. MK buy a Jeep, that color, the Nissan. That color here is popular. It's nice. Jamaican Queen, I mean. Yeah, it's nice and it big and spacious. MK can do the doing there. Just push back the seat. Nice. For true. And she do the video good. Today I was busy, but I will share it tomorrow. I didn't get, because today I was so busy. I couldn't get to do it. Jamaican Queen said, very beautiful. I need a car because my Chevy keeps breaking down. Chevy is those old time car, but they're nice. I want to let them see Jabinge. Is that Chevy? Is that which one see Jabinge? Cavalier?
Brick.
Oh, brick.
The
Oh.
one they drive for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, my son bit bright. If you have a BMW truck and say you want to go change because it's expensive and go buy a Chevy cash.
Brick.
A Buick. And it trade on me back in a 2 weeks and buy back a BMW. Well, MK can do that. Do the what? Do the do in the car. You stand there, think you're easy. Do the do. Just push back the seat. Do the do. It has space. Okay, so okay, I have a stipulation for those who comes visit. And what is I require is a dish from each of you. That's not bad. KSL is a good thing. Jamaican Chris say, close your ears, Sandy. Yeah. You can do the doing there. Trust me, it's big and it's spacious. You can go in the back seat. You can go in the back seat and do this so. Yeah. See behind the spacious too, you know. You can do behind there, you know. Do your Sandy. Can do the do behind it too. I just draw back my seat, see them button there. And push the seat forward. And draw the seat and all the space in the back behind there. Yeah, me do the do. Do the do, man. Jamaican Queen say, exclusive. And I will just do the do. I can't wait you tonight, Johnny. Go home. When me done go home on my bed, and me brush my mouth and then me eat my pizza. And then me go brush my mouth again. I use Listerine. Me might go take a little soup on a popsicle. Because a long time me no kiss a popsicle. You know popsicle? Who know popsicle? Yeah, man. Jamaican Queen, I apologize. Don't think I greeted you. Good evening. Me might go take a little soup popsicle. A popsicle. Not a lollipop, a popsicle. Sandy case, mama, you get 1 day older. Lord of mercy. Jamaican, it's a lot of mercy. Jamaican Queen make me problem solved tonight. Pizza. Pizza the thing there, you know? Johnny, you're like easy attack. 19 likes, 3 amazing people. Guys, me appreciate, trust me. I really appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. 100. She's a happy. She's so happy tonight. It's a show to go down. Sandy. Well, we appreciate you too, sis. Yes, Sandy, we're going down tonight. A show. I'm going down there tonight. You know down there? Stay down there, girl. We love you, John. I love you guys to KSL. Sandy, you know we didn't go down there? You have a song say, I ain't going down there tonight. When me I go down there, me I stay down there. Stay down there, girl. Louisa never there. But no, I say go down there. Louisa laugh. So Louisa hypocrite. Good being here. Have a good night, Jemmy and everyone. Thank you. Hope you're welcome. Louisa, where you spring up from? I'm going down there tonight. And then when the song end, when the woman get up, the man says, stay down there, girl. I didn't understand the language you switched to. Sandy never know nothing. Sandy never know a thing. Me love how you're innocent. Jamaica Queen say Louisa. Hey, go down there, girl. Stay down there. Where you get up and go. Stay down there. This is how we kneel down and pray to God, you know. We have to kneel down and anoint the holy thing, you know. That holy thing. Them are dead with laugh. I can't bother. Me soon reach home, you know. Lord, it was a good night. Although me start the live late. She amazing people, 19 likes. I am trying not to laugh, Lord. My son is sleeping. Oh, God have mercy. Oh, my God. Guys, Friday night is my regular show. But within that show, a very good topic. And I'm going to be home early. And I'm going to start it early. You know. It's going to be very, 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 very good show. It's no educative. And you guys going to give me the feedback also. Because I learn a lot from the comment section as well. From you guys, sometimes you guys say some things and I'm like, whoa, I wasn't even thinking of that. My brain's hit that corner yet. So Friday we're gonna have, a very good live. It's my regular show, but whatever I'm gonna talk about is gonna surround that same thing as well. Jamaican Queen say my belly hurt. With Sandy, raise up your hand so far. Where you say me next? I don't know where you raise your hand. Sandy, raise up your hand like you say me next. We are here waiting. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show, and I'm gonna start it early because this is gonna, everybody's gonna have a say in it because these things. Everybody have a concern about what I'm gonna talk about. A lot of people have concern. A lot of people have their different, thoughts on what I'm gonna talk about, and it's gonna be good for me, even me myself, and for others, who is gonna tune in. I just pray this live reach the right ears. I know it's gonna reach the right ears. Looking forward to it, Journey. Yes, Friday I'm gonna come early live, very early. All the early live I'm gonna do. KSL say I love giving feedback on topics. Yes, I love all the commenters. You guys always interact well, anybody lives. I like that. Everybody always have their, input. Even sometimes it turn into a little joke, but a little humor is good. Because sometimes people are stressful. The people going through a lot, and nobody knows. And sometimes, that's why when people come on, one day one lady said she came on my live and I don't acknowledge her, and I feel bad. But sometimes the comment runs so fast, and based on the topic, I don't always, see.
you, sir.
No, it's okay. Home sweet home, guys. I'm gonna go underground. I love you guys. Thank you for staying with me. You know, I am home now. I appreciate all of you. 4 amazing people. 19 likes. The phone is gonna cut out. We are going underground. Have yourself a wonderful night, and all is gonna cut out. I'm not sure if it's cutting out. Yes, thanks for the show. You're welcome, Sandy, and your birthday's Friday. No, your mama is gonna naturally bless you nicely. And thanks, Sandy. Yeah, so guys, have a good night. I reach home, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Always remember to put God first in everything that we do. Okay, bye.